Live from Cleveland 19 News, this is the City Desk Sports Extra.
The last week of July back in 2015, nearly 2 years ago, it marks the last time the Indians dropped 4 consecutive games. And today in Oakland, they were hoping to keep that streak intact of not suffering 4 straight losses. Well, in order to do that, they were going to need a strong starting effort from this guy, Trevor Bauer, but he just could not give it to him. Labored the entire first inning. In fact, he didn't even make it out of the first inning. Ryan Healy with the 2-out, 2-run single. Then the number 8 hitter, that's Ryan Brugman. Who are these guys? He delivers a 2-run, 2-out single as well. Athletics go up 4-0 in the first inning. Terry Francona, he had to go get Bauer in the first frame. Final line, cover your ears for this. 2/3 of an inning pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned, 3 walks, just 2 strikeouts. He threw 43 pitches. Only 24 were strikes. Ouch. Oakland uses their brooms to sweep the Tribe, winning 7-3 at the Coliseum. Cleveland dropping their first 3 games out of the All-Star break. And the Kansas City Royals now are a club that won't seem to go away. No thanks to former Tribe outfielder Shin-Soo Choo. Watch this. He's with the Rangers, drops that ball. Jason Grilli would have gotten out of that inning, but Choo drops the ball because of the sun. KC a walk-off winner 4-3. They only sit 2 games behind the Tribe in the AL Central. Well, think about this. In about 5 weeks, the college football season will be kicking off. And recently, we had a chance to go one-on-one with Akron head coach Terry Bowden. It's been an up-and-down ride for Bowden, who's the son of legendary Florida State coach Bobby Bowden. And Coach talked with me about his path, the relationship he has with his father, and the upcoming Zips season. What you've done throughout your career, not only coaching but TV, has that all kind of brought you to where you are today?
You know, I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. My dad was a college football coach the day I was born, and he retired just a few years ago as the 2nd winningest coach in history. And no matter what I do to keep you level, no matter what I do, I'm a distant 2nd or 3rd best in my own family. So it's all relative, you know. That with my brother Tom, he spent 10 years at Clemson before he retired and does some TV work now. But I've been very blessed. And I think that the greatest thing now, I was a 26-year-old head coach in college. I was a 36-year-old Division I head coach when we went undefeated at Auburn. When I was 42, I spent 10 years doing national television with ABC Sports and broadcasting. But I think the most satisfying part was looking at myself in the mirror at 50 years old and saying, you know, I want to coach football, and I want to coach it because I love coaching young men. And going back and just coaching, not because I had to get somewhere, not because I had to become my father or had to be there and get to another level, but because I wanted to take young men and try to work with them and grow them and develop them. And take a program like Akron. You know, you can go to Auburn and win a bunch of games, and it's been done before. There are so many things that Akron has not done before as a Division I football program, and it seems like every time we do something, you know, the first Division I win we had in the stadium, the first bowl victory in school history, the first 8-win season as a Division I program. Here there are so many things that you can do, and these young men can experience that they've never done before.
You still lean on Dad? Maybe not X's and O's, but are there still times where you and Dad are talking football?
You know, we do. We talk almost every day. We just spent a week with him, a vacation. He's 87 years old now, and we spent a week with him. He still speaks around the country and gets around talking football. And, you know, it's funny, we do talk all the time. He won his first national championship when he was 63 years old. He's 2 years older than I am right now. So he had gone his entire career coaching and winning a lot of games. And I've still got 2 years to go before I have to worry about that title. But I also do. It's funny. The last letter he sent me was, Terry, watch your weight. You're getting a little heavy. Watch your weight. Be healthy. You know, it's not just football, but take care of yourself. Life is not a promise. It's something you take care of. And all those things as a father you get to appreciate, but especially football. You know, every day. Boy, if you don't have injuries, you got good leadership, you got a chance to win. And so every day I get a little bit of tidbit of stuffing from him when he emails me or talks on the phone.
What type of opportunity is this playing a team that, gosh, was just in the Rose Bowl?
Think about preparing for the season. Every day getting up and getting your players out there to practice. And all you have to say is, men, in about 25 days we're going to be playing Penn State. And we're going to be playing them on national television. It's a national televised game against Penn State. They're the Big Ten champions, not Ohio State this year, not Michigan, but Penn State. They were in the Rose Bowl. And so as far as a motivator, it's an incredible motivator. Now, are the chips stacked in their favor? Obviously, they're not just we played them very, very well 2 or 3 years ago. We played them, and it was a very good game going into the fourth quarter. This is a much better Penn State football team, but we don't worry about that at all. Michigan, about 3 years ago, Michigan was undefeated. When we played, they had won 11 games and they were undefeated. We went in there and just one play away from winning the game against Michigan. So you never know. The great thing about football, you never know if this is the day that mid-major type of team is going to knock off a powerful team like Penn State.
What an awesome time catching up with Coach Bowden and the Zips this week. September 2nd, they'll open the year at Penn State. Coming up, Johnny Manziel making a comeback. We'll explain when we return. You think we'll ever have a day where Johnny Manziel stops making news? I'm just starting to ponder that a little bit as Manziel recently spoke at the National Fantasy Football Convention in Dallas. Now, speaking of fantasies, Manziel claims that he's been talking to a couple of NFL teams about returning to the league. We're just telling you what he told the Dallas Morning News at this convention. Manziel, first-round pick by the Browns back in 2014. Last time he even touched a field was December of 2015. I guess we'll believe the comeback when we see it. Well, no matter what else happens in the world of sports today, this will cheer everybody up. Cavaliers guard J.R. Smith and his wife shared this terrific photo on Instagram. This was just today. Their 6-month-old daughter, Dakota, the family celebrating the healthy baby who's up to 6 pounds now. So cool to see. And we've got more for you over on Cleveland19.com. Back on January 2nd, Dakota Smith was born 5 months early. She weighed only 1 pound, but great to see baby, mom, and dad are all doing well. And it doesn't get any better than Roger Federer, does it? He is a guy now who has won 8 Wimbledon crowns. He beat Marin Cilic this morning in 3 straight sets. Gosh, he made it look easy. 8 Wimbledon titles for Federer now. He's won the Australian Open 5 times, once at the French. He's got 5 at the U.S. Open, 19 major titles for Federer. I think it's safe to say that he's one of the best tennis players of all time. Thanks for watching this edition of the Sports Extra. We'll see you tonight at 11 over on Cleveland 19 News. Have a great night.
You've been watching the City Desk Sports Extra, the City Desk Company, where Cleveland shops for office furniture.